Hello once again, fellow programmers, to this Animator PLC course, to our problem-solving section. So right now we're going to look into uh, filling tank situation. First, we have to analyze our programming instructions. These are three instructions, so it's probably going to be running the drill. And step number one, check to see if tank is empty or below max level by using our floater sensor. Okay, so we have a sensor here, and it's giving us direction I semicolon 0.4, and if level is low, activate 0.0 to fill the tank to proper level. So 0 pump is to fill the tank, and this is going to detect the level. Second step, the pump should be shut off automatically once the level sensor, same one, detects that the tank has reached proper level. Instruction number three, if uh, if you wish to empty the tank, open manual valve to allow liquid to pour out. So it's not indicating us any input to run this manual motion, but let's do it anyways. So instruction number one. Now let's analyze its inputs. It's telling us here, activate water pump, activate, and then activate sensor level. We also have activate empty valve and sensor level. So we have two outputs, one for water pump and one for emptying valve. They're not assigning us any other sensors, so all we have here is the IO listing. So let's use this as we start needing them. So first, instruction number one, it's saying if this tank is not detecting level, then activate pump 0.0. So very quickly, if there is no level, if it's not detecting this sensor, if this sensor is not detecting, which number is it? Number 4. So then it's going to activate this output. And I think that's it. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it's not detecting anything yet. Pump is activating. So as it detects it, it stops filling in water. We have something very similar in our houses or in our office. Something very similar, but we just don't have a PLC. So very likely it's an electrical fix that they have with their contactor. So we know that it's one device that controls the induction motor, which in this case is a pump. We run an electric fix, and we interrupt it with this sensor, and that's basically it. So here we're running a PLC. So this is very extra in real life. But if we want to install, if we want to install a tank system and run a very practical drill, this is quite interesting actually. So step one is done. Now the pump should shut off automatically once this is already done. And here we have something else. If we wish to empty tank, open valve manually, which is the emptying valve. We're going to take this. Number I semicolon 0.1. So we're going to stop our drill. And we're going to add a new line. And we are going to add our emptying valve. So select number 1, output number 1. 0.1, I 0.1, output. Okay, so when we press our normally open contact, then we are going to activate our counter sense, our other output in theory. But here we're going to get a mistake, an error message. What I'm starting to notice here is it's going to get confused. The exercise or the drill, the pump is going to get confused. And it's something that we have to analyze in a practical manner with our same exercise, our same drill. Because since we're not going to have our sensor presently, it's always going to activate. So when we empty our water tank or our water, the sensor is not going to detect it. And since it's not detecting it, it's going to say, hey, you're missing some water here. So in reality, I'm not going to be able to do a thing without this input. Okay, so we're going to have to base this on theory. So it detects it, and in theory, we wish to empty out the tank. Now, this is what I was saying. It's a pulse. So we're going to change it to a selector. And it's activating. It's like it activates, but at the same time, it listens to me or the instruction, but it doesn't at the same time. Now, this is wrong, but it shouldn't leave it like this. And in real life, it is activating at the same time, the same thing, but it is causing a problem. So we can't make our process more efficiently correctly because it may be quicker or faster for our output for my tank. So therefore, the correct way to for this to remain inactive is to indicate whenever I'm in manual mode or when I'm pressing my empty button, what it's going to do is don't follow the instruction about the filling and simply let me work on my empty valve. Perfect then. So this is quicker. Now this is not affecting our filling in for our tank. So this is the right way to solve this. Okay. So apparently we have our drill ready. So with this, our exercise, our drill is already done. How would you guys do this? Now it's asking us as a physical output, our manual activation for our water pump. So with the push of a button or with one button, we wouldn't listen to our sensor like maintenance. And we could fill the water tank or emptying it with another input. But that's for you guys to do. This is the way that I did it. How did you guys do it? I'll read you guys in the comment. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in our next video.